Hi guys, it's Friday again. Actually, it's Thursday for me. I'm recording this one on Thursday night for you to do bright and early or during the day, whenever you please. On Friday, I have a course to do online tomorrow, so best to be prepared and get it out of the way so you can enjoy it all day whenever you please. So, this week I've got a bit of a general stretch going on. We're going to start off with some dynamic stretching. So we've done this before. This is where we're stretching whilst moving whilst moving at the same time. So we're working our muscles but also moving. And also after that, what we've got is three different breakdowns of muscles to stretch. So we're going to look at our shoulders, we're going to look at our back today, and then we're going to look at our legs as well. So we're going to look at 4 different exercises for those 3 muscle groups to get stretched. Okay, so let's get up on our feet. I've got, in fact, before I start, and I've forgotten to go and get mine, so I'm going to pause this and then come back again. But you need 2 bits of equipment today, okay? You will need a small blocks or for something to put your foot up on. So I'm going to use some yoga blocks I've got behind me. You're also going to need a belt or a scarf or a tie or something that you can hold quite widely, maybe about the length of your body. And obviously you'll need your wall. So if you've got a wall nearby, you'll need that too. So yeah, pause this, grab those things if you need to, or once we get to them, you can go and get yourself organised. So speaking of which, in fact, I can use this one that I have over here, a little scarf today. So, okay, to start off with, up on our feet, we're going to start dead easy. I've got a mat down just in case to stop me from sliding. I'm going to put my feet together and I'm going to crouch all the way down to feel the stretch up the back of my calves. So I've got my knees together, my big toes together and my ankles together. I'm trying to press my heels down into the floor and then I'm going to straighten the legs out. So if you need to come up a bit to get them straight, that's fine. But we're going to go down, it's up. So let's go 5 times. We're going to straighten and bend. Just my ankles cracking. Straighten again and bend. Number 4 and number 5. Good. Okay, next we're going to do some caterpillars. So I'm going to start at the top of my mat. Again, in this pike pose, I'm going to walk all the way out to front support shape, and then I'm going to drop my hips, tuck my toes under, stretch, and then back up to that front support, walk my toes all the way in, and then turn around and go again. So all the way out, hips all the way down, shoulders back, all the way up. Back in, we're going to do one more length. So all the way down, so we're going to do 2 more caterpillars. So all the way to front support, slowly drop, shoulders back, toes under, and back in again. Flat feet at the bottom if you can. Spin round, one more. All the way up, hips down slowly, shoulders back, head back, toes under, and all the way up again. Good. And stand up slowly. Fabulous. Okay, next we're going to do some windmills. I'm going to move this puppy back because you're going to see me. So, feet out into a wide straddle shape. So maybe as wide as you can go, so you can put your hands nice and flat on the floor. Now from here, you're going to put your left hand towards your right toe and your arm up to the sky, and then swap and go to the other side. So we're going to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So that one you get a good stretch in the shoulder and also on the back of your legs. Okay, stand up from there. Hands on hips, walk your toes a bit closer together. Some hip circles. So we'll go all the way around in one direction a few more times. And then we'll go the opposite way. Okay, sticking with the hips, I'm going to do big circles. Imagine I'm drawing two big rainbows, one with my right and one with my left. Good. Try and remember to point your toes if you can in between. If not, stretch the hips out. One more on each side. And then we're going to move on to some leg swings. So hold on to something if you need to. Forwards and backwards with the legs to start with. Good. Turn round, swap to the other one. Try and get your leg higher and higher each time. Lovely. Okay, now I'm going to put my legs from left to right. So like out in front and across to the side. It's like you're drawing the bottom with a big smiley face. Just drawing the big smile. Swap to the other leg. Good. So keep the knee that you're standing on bent. And give a lazy wiggle. Okay, where am I at with my notes? Oh, I do know what we're talking about. Okay, I can't answer my own notes. So we're in a shadow shape now, boys and girls. Sitting up nice and tall to start with. We're going to go down towards, whichever leg you want, left or right, I don't mind. Down towards it, all the way across the bottom of the floor as low as we can. And then we're going to stretch up nice and tall, arm at ear, then reverse. Back the way, hand down, just behind your bottom, and stretch up. Let's do 3 on each side, so that's 6 in total. Keep going. Number 4. Chest low to the floor. Last one. Good. Lovely jubbly. Okay, bring those feet together. Let's do some butterflies. So hold on to the toes, give a wee heat up in your hands. And we're just going to fan the knees a wee bit. Lovely. If you want, whilst you're here, hold on to one. Give it a wee press down on one side. Remember to take some big deep breaths. And then if you want, you can lean and use your elbows. Good. Pull it out and give your legs a wee wiggle. Okay, the next one's a bit tricky, so I'm going to show you all the positions first. Okay, we're going to go from a hands and knees position, forwards into a stretching position. But I'm going to keep my legs off the floor. So I've got my toes tucked under, as you can see. My legs are off the floor, shoulders are back. Then I'm going to go up, bend the knees and press the shoulders down towards the floor. So I'm feeling a stretch up those calf muscles here and through my shoulders by pressing back. Okay, so we're going to do 4 of these. So forwards and down. And then up and back. And back again. And again. And back again. Shoulders back, chest through. And then when we're going back, trying to press those heels down towards the floor. Armpits down towards the floor. One more. I've lost count, so we'll do one more. And back and down. Lovely. Okay, let's give these wrists a wiggle. And big waves. Lovely. Circles again. Give them a wee wiggle. Okay, flick and straighten the fingers as straight as you can. Wake your fingers up. One more. Give them a wee wiggle whilst they're all tight. We'll move on to our ankles. Let's just circle both of them together. And go forwards in the same direction. Good. Tuck them both under. Give those toes a wee stretch. And then bring them back out again. And then tuck them in again. Give those toes a stretch. Wake them up a bit. Okay, hands in knees position. So we're going to focus on our wrists just now to warm them up. So hands underneath shoulders, toes tucked under behind. We're just going to do some slow circles to start with. Good, can you go the other direction? Lovely, I'm just going to change my hand position now. So I'm going to go outside ways. Fingers towards the right and fingers towards the left. 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Nice and soft. Good. Now I'm going to bring my knees in and sit on my bottom, almost, and tuck my hands in so that my fingers are now facing my knees, and lean back slowly. Good. So if you're feeling the stretch, really sit back on your heels. But if you feel the stretch, even come back slightly, just stay there and feel the stretch all the way up the front, the back of your arm, front of your arm, back of your arm. Good. Right, keep the weight on the back of your heels, and I want you just to turn your hands upside down. So now you should feel up the front of your arm rather than the back of your arm. So all the way up from your big pointing finger all the way up your arm. Okay, now we're just going to change our hand direction loads and loads just to wake them up even more. So however you please, but do it lightly. Don't want to hurt any wrists. Good, and give them a wee circle just since you've given them a good stretch. Good, turn your hand upside down, hold your fingers, stretch the back of your hand. Try to find a good angle. Another hand upside down, fingers down, gently stretching down the way. Good, let's do each finger at a time, so pinky finger, one finger at a time just to wake them up. You feel different stretches up your arm as you do it. So pinky, then work all the way up, and you feel that this one really hurts. Goes right up your arm. And there we go. Okay, right, we've done a wee prep, we've done a bit of a stretch. Now we're going to go through our stations. So as I said, I have 4 different exercises at 3 different stations. So we're going to start with our shoulders to begin with, okay? So the first exercise, what we're going to do is you're going to need your belt. So pause this if you need to and run and grab your belt. I'm just going to use a scarf, but you want it to be long enough so you can put your arms completely straight, or just about. So you're going to hold it you can stand up to this one, but I'm going to show you so I don't have to move my camera just now. But you're going to go over the top of your head, all the way around the back and down. Now, I'm going to roll my sleeves up so you can see that my elbows are not bending as I do this. Okay? So over the top and back. Lovely. And if that's too easy, we're going to move our hands up a wee bit, just to stretch the shoulders a wee bit more. Good. So you don't want like one shoulder going and then the other, or like one shoulder over the unbent arms. We're wanting 2 arms over the top in line. Good. So these take a wee while to stretch off, so we'll keep going with it. Move our hands up a wee bit if you can. Oh, good. One more. So you can do this one standing up, of course, or sitting down if you want. Good. Okay, you won't need this anymore, so you can put it out of the way. So, next one we're going to do, you're going to need the wall. So, I'm going to show you this wall here so you can see my shoulders a bit better, but you can use whatever wall you want. So, you're going to go over towards the wall. Again, you can stand if you want, or you can stay on your knees. I'm going to stay on the knees so you can see a bit better. So I'm going to put my hands in front of me, about shoulder height. Maybe not. Down a wee bit so they're in line with like your ribs. And I'm going to move my knees back and press my head and nose down towards the floor. Hold for another 5 seconds. And come back up. Give our shoulders a wee circle in both directions. Few shrugs. And we're going to go again. So, try and push down and hold for the whole 10 seconds and I'll count. So, moving back. Shoulders and head down, nose towards the floor, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. Good. So let's do some shoulder taps. So arms out to the side. Give yourself a big hug. Lovely. And let's do it one more time. So pushing down even more towards the floor. Nose as close to the ground as you can get. Knees out. Are we ready? On we go. Tight elbows. And out we come. Lovely. Good. So give them a wee circle again, give them a wee rest. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is you're going to need your wall again. Now, this one I might have to show you first and then go over to the wall because I can't like put you anywhere so you can see properly. So you're going to go beside the wall. So I've got the wall on my right hand side, so imagine this is the wall here. Okay, I'm going to put my right hand up the wall and try and press my shoulder into it, if that makes sense. So I'll show you quickly. I have to go over here. You can kind of see me. So I've got my right shoulder against the wall. I'm going to walk my right hand all the way up and press the inside of my shoulder in towards the wall. Good. Keep your hand flat on the wall to start with. And then let's turn that hand into the inside of the room. Feel a bit of a different stretch. Good. Out we come. Let's do 2 threads of the needles with that same arm before we move on to the next arm. So right arm down to the bottom, hold the stretch at the bottom, and then stretch all the way up towards without the wall. Good. Once more down. So right through so you can feel the stretch around your rib cage, around your shoulder blade, and up at the top. Okay, we've got 2 arms. Let's go and do it with the other arm. This one I might struggle to do with you. So, I've got a better idea. No, it's fine. And then turn the hand into the rib. And out we come. Okay, thread the needle with the left arm. So down to the bottom and holding. And up to the top. Right, once more. And up to the top. Lovely. Okay, we've just got one more stretch to do for our shoulders, and this one you're going to need either the couch or a chair or the side of the bed that you're the bedroom that you're in. So I'm just going to turn this round slightly so you can see. I'm going to use the bed right here. I'm going to roll it out the way. And you're going to clasp your hands together and we're going to put our elbows up on top of the space that you're using, the platform, the height that you're using. Okay, then what I'm going to do is walk my knees back and try and get my nose through this gap. And you feel the stretch around your shoulders. It's a bit similar to the one we did at the wall. Up the come and relax. It just gets right in at your neck a bit more with your shoulders. So give them a wee shiggle. And we're going to go once more. It's quite similar to the one on the wall. Right, we're ready. So clasping the hands again, elbows on, walk the knees back, head through if you can. Keep trying to open your shoulders as much as you can. Five more seconds. And out we come. Good. Now remember, these stretches are really good for bridges. They're really good just to help our general shoulders feel nice and mobile. So yeah, we're going to move on and we're going to look at our torso and our back. So the first one we're going to do is a wee twist just to stretch our back off first. Then we're going to do 2 stretches to help with bridges. And then what was the other one I'm going to do? I'll read it when we get there. So let's go with the first one anyway. So we're going to move this out there. We're going to lie down nice and flat. Okay, and we're going to put our arms out towards a T shape for me. Good. Okay, once you're down flat, you're wanting to keep one half of your body flat on the floor. So I'm going to keep the left hand side of my arm and my shoulder on the floor. And I'm going to lift my left leg up towards the sky. And then let it rock all the way over towards my hand. Good. Keep your left shoulder on the floor and you feel this stretch all the way around your rib cage, around your back. Just a light twist. If you're not feeling it, try and get your foot up closer towards your hand, I suppose. Hold for 2 wee seconds longer. And let's the next one. I'm just going to move over so you can see it a bit better. So, right leg up to the sky now. Over towards the left hand. Right shoulder staying on the floor. Head staying along the floor. Good, back to the middle. Okay, we're going to try once more on each side. So when you go over with the leg, you really want to try and get one hip right on top of the other. So lying down, right arm out, left arm out, head along the floor, left leg up, crossing over, and we're staying put. So it should feel like your left hip's right on top of your right hip, as if they're stacked on top of each other towards the ceiling. Good, out we come. Let's swap over to the other side. So right leg up, left arm along the floor, head along the floor, right leg over to left hand. Try and keep that right shoulder on the floor. And breathe and relax. Good, and out we come. Okay, right, this next stretch you're going to need the wall. So we're going to go over towards the wall again. But we're going to do a stretchy cat position in front of the wall. Once you're here, let's put right hand towards the wall, left hand towards the wall, and press the wall away. Good. So if you're struggling to do this, you can get your platform and put that down in front of you instead, just to stretch it off a little bit more. But if you're managing, and it's really easy, you can move in a bit closer, and then put the hands up in line with shoulders and press back. Hold for a wee 3 seconds longer. And out with palm. Okay, let's do some angry cat positions just to stretch our back off. Every up again. Put to angry. Put to happy. And put to angry. Good. Put your feet together. Let's just rock backwards and forwards. Lovely. Okay, right. Tuck right leg. What am I doing? Tuck left leg under right leg. Pop your right arm over your leg and do a small twist again. Turn your head the whole way round. So I'm using my right arm to push against my left leg to twist round slowly. We'll do the same on the other side. Lovely. Good. Okay, next, last one for the bridge work. We're going to imagine we've got a big beach ball behind us, okay? So we're going to go up high on our feet, high on our knees. So I'm going to try and lean back so I can get one hand on one ankle and one on the other. Now you can see imagine I've got a big beach ball underneath me here. So I'm pushing my hips forwards and holding the stretch. Good, if you're back here, you're wanting to push your hips forwards, shoulders above heels. If you're struggling, again, put a wee platform behind you and pop your hands on the platform. And press your hips forwards as much as we can. Good. Okay, out we come. Roll back and forwards for me a few times. Let's do 2. Just to stretch it off. And we're going to move on to legs. Okay, lying down flat on our back. Let's lift our right leg up towards the sky. Look behind. And straighten the leg out if you can. If you're struggling here, this is where you can get your belt again. Hook it round your toe and straighten the leg. Or point your toe and press it nice and straight if you're struggling. But if you've got good flexibility and you can manage, hold back the leg, head along the floor. Let's put that leg down. Let's lift the next one up. Stretch the leg out. Good. And up we come. Okay, we're going to sit in a nice straddle shape for me. We're just going to stretch over one leg at a time. Good. And then swap over and we'll do the other leg. Turning along the leg, remember. Done this one last week, I'm sure. As long as you can. Straight back as you can. Hands on the floor if you can. Press the knee down. We don't want any gaps underneath, remember. Good. Okay, up in a nice tall long lunge. And we're going to pop our right hand beside our right foot. Hands on our hips and try and rotate round. Good, walk the left foot forwards. Turn the elbow up towards the sky. You'll feel the stretch a bit more around your bottom. Good. And down we come into a nice high long lunge. Pop the knee down on the floor, tuck the toe under, stretching up. Right arm to ear, leaning over slightly. Good, and we'll do the reverse backwards with the other leg. So long lunge, first knee down on the floor, left arm up, leaning over to the right. Good, hands on the floor, tuck the toe under, high lunge. And bring the knees together and stand up. Good. Okay, right, that's us done for today. So we've done shoulders, back, legs, and a general dynamic warm-up kind of stretching as well. So that is us for this week. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you next week for some more stretching. See you later.